Did anyone watch that thing I put in a group chat yesterday?
No.
Oh, it was Garth Marenghi, Ash.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what it was.
I'm sure.
I'm
I was watching Lost.
I'm going to keep putting them in there because it's just such a good program.
It is.
Have you ever been to Scotland, Dag? I had to stay over there. I was a flight got delayed and we had to stay in Scotland overnight. Jesus Christ!
What's this TV program? What's it called?
Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
It's very dated, but it's just amazing.
I don't think it is dated because it's supposed to be in the 80s anyway.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's basically the premise is it's like somebody like this guy who thinks he's a really good horror writer done a video series and he found the VHS tapes in his garage and then released them to the public.
Okay, so he's supposed to be like a horror writer, and he made a TV series set in downtown Romford in a hospital. And it's just like
where'd you watch this?
Netflix? We watched it. We watched it when it originally came out
on YouTube. Yeah,
but
it's like it's supposed to be bad. So there's like floating kettles in one episode, and you can see the
strings. Yeah,
and you can see that they've dubbed it really bad. Like you can see they've dubbed it and. Yeah,
it's got a lot of big. It's got a lot of big actors in it now, like British comedy actors. Anyway,
my aunt lives in Scotland. She says it's nice. She's wrong.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, hey, welcome back. This is episode 43 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is a video game podcast where 4 pals discuss a week's video game news and talk about random old shows that no one's heard of. My name is Reese Lagden, and I am joined by Bradley Seeley.
Bradley Seeley up in the house. Hello.
Fucking hell, I was not prepared for that. I was prepared for the silence.
I was going to do the wave, and I thought people shout at me when I do the wave. So
they do.
I didn't.
People are not happy. The fans are not happy. Anyway, Ash, how you doing today, mate?
Hey, yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah,
right, try to change it up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
The guy that's been in the sun, Bradley Moore.
Yeah,
Brad.
Yep.
AK Lobster.
It's worth watching the video version just to see Brad's red face.
I'm white this side.
Yeah, like literally, he's like that.
He's like Two-Face.
He's old. Yeah, he's Two-Face. He's had acid coffee chucked in his face.
Yeah.
I didn't think the sun come out in Sheffield. I thought it was just.
I wasn't in Sheffield. Dark. I went to see my brother down south.
Oh, see, that's what happens. You go down south, you get a bit of sun.
You've been South End, mate.
Beyond the wall.
South End.
Been down South End. What's got to do with you?
South End.
Coming down my way, are you? Nice.
Anyway, we've got some good topics this week. Ash is going to be talking about Resident Evil. There was a showcase this week, and I'm sure he's going to give us the lowdown about this tall woman with a big ass. That's all I know about the game so far.
That's all I watched.
That's just what she talks about. That's
I know. It's going to be the third time he spoke about Resident Evil, and all I know is about it.
I haven't got nothing to say about her. That's it.
I'm a little bit disappointed now. I'm a little bit disappointed.
There was a video on YouTube I actually watched. What happens if the tall lady, vampire lady from Resident Evil stood on your face? And it was sponsored by Capcom as well. So they're pushing this.
It's ridiculous.
It would she'd crush your skull. So
I'm not surprised because she's like nearly 10 foot tall.
Yeah, she's very tall.
And a vampire, I'm sure.
And a vampire.
If that makes any difference. We've got Bradley Seeley talking about Mass Effect Remastered Edition. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to playing the game. Looking forward to seeing the comparisons and stuff. But anyway,
I don't think it's not. We'll get into it, but I don't think it's fair that people are going to be playing it for the first time don't have to put up with all the stuff we had to put up with back in the day with Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, like spending
Character
half
building.
hour on your inventory.
Yeah,
it would have aged well if they kept that in, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
100%. and we're talking about caves with Bradley Moore.
Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft. Well,
Minecraft.
Yeah, I haven't played Minecraft for so long. It's a great game.
I used to play it on my iPad, and then I fell into some lava and died, and I was like, that's
that's such a Bradley Seeley story. I played it, I instantly died, I never played it again. It's classic.
Next,
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll be talking about PS5 firmware update that released on Wednesday. Who would like to kick it off? Should we kick it off with Ash, with this massive lady?
Yeah.
With the massive lady? Right,
yeah.
So I've got notes, just so you know. So if I'm not talking, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I'm professional.
This is an audio medium.
I'm professional. I'm professional. Quiet in there. Quiet.
Just read out loud.
Yeah. Can't read. That's the problem. I can't read. Just I need pictures. No, so there was a showcase not too long ago, giving us a little bit more of a rundown of Resident Evil. So you'll be playing as Ethan Winters, as you played in number 7. We all knew that, but I thought I'd give you a little lowdown.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. All I know is about this tall lady.
I didn't know that. If anyone cares,
that's because I've only spoke about the tall lady. No, so you're playing as Ethan Winters, and if anybody has played number 7, he had a bad time.
Yeah, I know. Cut off. As if he's got to go through a load of other shit again.
I do feel sorry for him. Yeah, but he's clued up now. He's dealt with zombies, so he knows what he's doing.
Resilient.
So it is a sequel from number 7, right? Like it's the same guy.
Yeah, same guy. It's got new characters in it, some returning characters from old games that you didn't see in the last one. But yeah,
sure.
So in Resident Evil 7, he actually lost a hand and a foot if he was unlucky enough, because there's a part where you're trying to crawl away and guy with a shovel cuts your foot off. But you get that reattached. That's not a problem.
You just reattached his foot, did you?
Reattach it. You had to hold it. You had to crawl over to it, pick it up, and then walk around, stubble around, and then put it back on your leg.
Okay.
Oh, well,
anyway,
okay.
Yeah. So,
did you do that in VR, Brad? Out of interest, Brad Moore?
Me, yeah. I don't remember his leg getting cut off.
So it was like an Easter egg. What you had to do, you had to get caught by him so many times, and then eventually he pushes you over and cuts your foot off with a. It's really clever.
So good at it, he didn't get caught once.
Yeah, no. To be fair,
screaming and running.
To be fair, I didn't get this either. I only learned about this a little while ago. But if you get caught, he cuts your foot off, and then he puts your foot so far away from you with the medicine stuff to put it back on, and you have to crawl towards it. Which I thought was really, really clever.
Getting your arm chopped off was a fucking horrible moment. That was when you're stuck in that chair, aren't you? Yeah. And there's all that horrible, shitty food in front of you at the table. Yeah. All those fucked up people looking at you, and you're like,
it's such a good game. People have got to play it.
So good.
So anyway. Has he still not got a hand? You played a whole game with one hand?
No. You get it reattached. So because there's your basic quick rundown. Number 1, you get infected by the virus, which allows you got like a symbiote inside you. So if you use these chemicals, it allows your body to repair itself. So you quickly chuck it on, you staple it back to your wrist, and it just redoes itself.
Oh, okay.
Long some sellotape on mission 5.
Exactly. Then it would have worked. So with the showcase, we've learned a couple of things. We've got there's going to be a lot more enemies and a lot more puzzles. So it's a bit more return to the previous games where puzzle wise, because there was some puzzles in 7, but not as many as there was in previous games. And they're making a big thing of it being about verticality. So the levels are going to be bigger and there's going to be more levels to them, which comes into play because one of the main enemies are called lichens, which are going to be like werewolves, and they climb. Cool. So even if you're like, shit, all right, I've managed to get out of the way, I'm up this building. Next thing you know, the motherfucker's crawling through the window because he's just climbed the outside. So that adds a new horror element to it. Called Lichen. There's rumours going around, which I don't think are true. There's one of the original characters called Chris Redfield is in it, and he's old school. He's been in loads of Resident Evil, and exactly that. Apparently, so your girlfriend in number 7, so much jumping around. Your girlfriend in number 7 was called Mia, and that is the whole point of going there and trying to save her. Eventually, you did save her at the end of number 7. Spoilers, but you
had your chance.
Yeah, exactly. You did save her, but there's a small clip where he goes, "You've already killed Mia. Are you going to kill me now? Are you going to kill me too?" So there's rumours going around that Chris is infected. I don't think that's the case. There's definitely going to be a story behind it. Chris is a good guy. He's not a bad guy, but yeah, this is so. It seems really diluted. But this is just what you're getting from the trailer. They're not going to give you everything. We saw that.
Mia looked unbelievable in VR, by the way.
Yeah, I was thinking this. I rewatched it a little while ago, and I was thinking, why was her hair so clean? You know what I mean? These people are feeding her guts and stuff, and her hair's all beautiful, wavy. She should have had some proper grease pot stuck to her head.
Was this Mia related to the people in the house?
No. So she went, from what I can remember in number 7, she was like an au pair, and she was looking after someone. Yeah. And then there was a boat crash, and they took her in. I remember, it's been so long since I played it, I'm going to do a recap before I play the new one. But basically, no, she wasn't a relative. Okay. They was just experimenting on her. So the big news is the demos there is going to be a new demo. It's coming to all platforms, including Stadia, if anybody plays that. Don't know if anybody does, probably not.
No one, mate. No one.
That is going to be, where is that? They're releasing it over different. They're releasing it over different days. I'll go to the latest one, which is PS4 and PlayStation 5. They're getting exclusive because it's the better of the consoles, isn't it? Let's face it. We're not biased. I'm just saying facts. Anyway, you get up to 60 minutes. You get up 60 minutes in the castle or the village. It's up to you. You can pick which one you want to go to. I'm probably going to go castle. I like old school gaming.
And you want to run into the woman?
Yes, there is that. I want to see the bowling. Okay. No, so the way I see it is you've got the castle is going to be more like Resident Evil 1. That's how I'm seeing it anyway. And the village is going to be more like Resident Evil 4, which is a village. So I'm more interested in the castle. So I'll probably give that a go.
And what one's like Resident Evil 5?
None of them. Oh. None of them, because we're not doing that. We're not talking about Resident Evil 5.
Okay.
Terrible game.
So which one comes out first? Is it the castle or village?
That is village is coming out first for PlayStation. So that comes out Sunday. So that's today for us.
Yeah,
and that's for European times. That is at 7:00 tonight. I'll get Brad to chuck something up on.
When does it go down? Is it like only like open for like a certain amount of hours?
Yeah, so they've called it. When they do their big one where everybody can join, they've called it 8 hours in village. So it's from a certain time to another time, 8 hours within that window, and different countries or different days, if you know what I mean. So,
sure.
So America got it yesterday on Saturday. What is it today?
17th.
Saturday. They got it Saturday the 17th. We get it today.
Yeah.
And then Asia get it tomorrow, I think it is.
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, so you get, like I said, you get 30 minutes gameplay, and that's just going to be in the castle. And then on the 25th, today is just going to be the village. And then on the 25th of April, you get the castle demo.
Oh, okay. So we're around. Okay.
So they're splitting it up. So they're doing it like that. They're doing it like that for PlayStation. And then when it comes out,
you need to speak to the person that writes your notes, Ash. Honestly, it's completely fucked you over there.
Yeah, no, because you keep asking. I'm quick, keep jumping. I had a rhythm, and then you're like, oh, what about this? I'm like, hold on.
Jesus,
anyway, you should have done bullet points.
They are bullet points. Right. Now listen. All right. Right. So that's the demo.
We're listening.
More or less, the demos are more or less done. I've covered that.
All right.
Now we've got another game mode called Mercenaries. So Mercenaries have been in number 1. I think it was number 1, 4, and 3. I think it was. Anyway, it's like it's kind of like an arcadey sort of thing. So it's hitting them, getting a certain amount of points. You've got a time limit. You've got to kill so many enemies in so much time. But they're bringing that back. I've never played it.
Multiplayer? Is it multiplayer?
No, it's single player. So you play it on your own. Yeah. But it's like arcadey. So it's about getting points, getting a higher score. I'm sure that will line up online.
Sure.
And then you'll be able to see different rankings throughout the world. They might even do it multiplayer, but at the moment, as far as I'm aware, it's just single player. But that's returning due to a fan favourites. People really love that. And they're going to add like elements into it now. So there's powers and stuff you can use. Once you go through levels, you can go visit the Duke, who is the big fat geezer who can't move, lives in a shop, sells your stuff. So you can get upgrades, you can get different guns going through. But that's Mercenary. So everybody's really enjoyed about that.
Okay. It sounds like it'll be a good multiplayer mode. I'll be surprised if they don't add that.
I'm sure they
Back for Blood type. Do you know what I mean? Like that type of game.
Yeah.
Maybe co-op type thing. It would sound quite good.
And then you've got the RE-verse, which is coming out with village purchases, which is kind of like a battle royale. So that is online. You play with other characters, like you can do hordes or you can do PvP.
Do some flossing.
Do some flossing.
Dabs.
You've got all the characters from all the different franchises, so you can play as your favourite.
Yep.
That's that. And then getting near the end, we've got they announced Infinite Darkness is going to be coming out, which is going to be a TV series of Resident Evil, which follows Leon and Claire 4 years after the events of Resident Evil 4, or 2 years after events of Resident Evil 4. But that comes out in July. We haven't got an exact date, but it's 21 July, so it's not too far away.
Cool.
That is that. And then they announced that Dead by Daylight is getting a Resident Evil update. Again, I don't play Dead by Daylight, but I know it's really big. So that'd be good.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
So it's like, have any of you guys heard of Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, I've played it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a survival. So is it 3 of you or 4 of you?
4.
Four people are playing, and 1 person's playing as the villain, and so you have to hunt them down, grab them, and then drag them and chuck them on a spike. Once they're on the spike, they're you can struggle and try and get off, but I think you can only get off once, and your other teammates can come over and get you off. It's kind of like trying to survive, and you have to unlock a puzzle, and then you get a way out, and then you can all escape. Or
cool. Yeah, I get it.
Basically like that. So there's
been a few games like that recently, isn't there? Like, I think Predator was like that. Was there one with Jason? Was that also like that?
Yeah, Friday the 13th or something.
Yeah. So on Dead by Daylight, they've got a few famous characters. So they've got, I think Jason's on it.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. What are the other ones on there, Brad? Do you know?
Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah. They released a few of them. They've released quite a few of them since it happened. Like a lot of franchises jumping in because they're seeing such a big game.
Is Freddy Krueger on it?
Maybe.
There's a paedophile running around trying to catch
Michael
people.
Myers is on there. Myers is.
Yeah, so
all the classics.
Mike Myers, Austin Powers,
baby.
Austin Powers.
We had to make the joke. Just had to do it. You know?
So that's interesting. And then I've just got a couple of extra notes. The movement has been increased in the game. That's due to the Lycans being so fast. They've made your character a lot faster. So that might sound like it's not going to be as scary, but apparently it's going to be more intense with enemies coming at you. So you're going to have Lycans jumping over everywhere. These vampire things, which I don't, as far as I'm aware, I can't seem to find a name for them just yet. So they're going to be another type of enemy. There's going to be lots of. Yeah, I think they're Twilights. They're sparklies. Every episode he mentions it.
He loves it.
Well, every time you bring up vampires, he has to be brought up. So you know,
he doesn't.
He does.
No, vampires were around before Twilight, mate. There's enough fiction.
If people think of vampires, they think of Twilight. Like, name me another vampire. Name me another. There isn't one. You can't. Is it
a really good TV series called The Strain? That's fucking 1,000 times better than Twilight.
I don't know.
Right. Quiet in the podcast studio. And the final couple of notes I've got is the Duke. Again, you can buy upgrades. This is during the main game, so you can buy upgrades, get different weapons, upgrade the weapons you've got, such as like hair triggers for shotguns, so you've got faster shooting rate. And there's also a little mode. This is what I found this on I found this just going through different sources, but I did see something about hunting, which apparently. Now, I don't know how true this is, but it'd be really cool if it is in there. Apparently, you can go hunting for certain types of enemies, like werewolves and that. You can, and if you kill them, you can take their flesh, go sell it to the Duke, which is the guy the big guy. And he makes you up like a potion you drink, and it increases your base stats, so like your speed, your health, and stuff like that. It makes sense, and if it is true, that'd be brilliant. But yeah, that's pretty much.
If you get vampire flesh, you twinkle in the night. I would buy the game just to do that.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Are you and Brad getting Resident Evil or not?
No.
Are you not?
No.
It's for the podcast.
No, you and Brad are covering it for the podcast.
Yeah, there's 2 of you. Yeah, exactly.
You're missing out. It's going to be brilliant.
You really are. It's such a good game.
No, I don't like it.
Are you going to play the demo? Are you going to play the demo, Brad, today? No, nor am I.
I'm going to play the demo tonight, yeah.
I don't know if I will play the demo. I might just wait. Because I'm just going to get to like...
This is the thing. I'm going to play tonight's demo for 30 minutes and I'll probably play it on the 25th as well. But when it comes out on the 2nd, I won't bother with that because I've only got to wait to the 7th and the game's out. So
yeah, I would play if I was you, Brad. It's only 30 minutes. Just
I'm going to be going around that cunt.
What? Jesus. What are you going around, Brad?
You meant us.
Going around that castle. Going around the castle.
The castle.
Yeah. Just having a lovely time.
Oh, that's an Instagram pic right there, isn't it?
That's a slip. That's a avoidance slip.
I have to bleep that. Jesus.
Well, I thought that's a great time ever to plug the podcast. So if you want to watch us on YouTube, obviously look us up at Part-Time Players Pod, or if you search podcast platforms anywhere, just search Part-Time Players Podcast, and you should be able to find us. So please like and subscribe to the podcast. We post on Mondays, so thank you.
We've got that new link tree. So if you go on Instagram or Twitter, you just click on that link, and then it will give you every link to all the platforms we're on: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I don't know if Facebook's on it, but so
I think Facebook is everything.
It's just all on there, and it'll take you straight to where we are. So easy.
Quick access,
family-friendly podcast we run.
Quick access to the castle.
Exactly
I did watch the trailer of the Resident Evil, and I did watch like new things that we found out from it. But I don't think I'll actually play the game. So
what will help is if you chuck those times up as well when I'm talking about it, about the demo dates, because I don't know if you noticed, it's hard to remember that many dates. Okay, so just chuck that up. And Brad,
it's like 2 days.
No, because different countries. So Brad, I need you to put it up on Instagram tonight in case people. Because this one, people won't see it. I'm the manager. You know I'm the boss.
I need you to do this. Brad, you get on your socials and do that.
Brad Moore, you're doing a good job. You carry on doing what you're doing, mate. You're my favourite. Bradley Seeley, make sure you put it on.
Just sat there quiet, sunburn.
Right, cool. Yeah, that's my topic done. Basically, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm pleased for you.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to you looking forward to it. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Talking about something that we're all looking forward to. Mass Effect. Bradley Seeley, do you want to kick off?
Am I next, am I? Oh, right,
Yep.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Mass Effect Legendary Edition's coming out May.
Wow, you sound so enthusiastic about doing your topic. Supposed to be your favourite game of all time, no?
Mass Effect 2 is maybe one of my favourite games of all time, yeah.
Yeah, it's all 3 of them.
You what, sorry?
It's all 3 of them.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying number 2 was...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you get number 2.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so
cheer
up.
You make sure you put that thing up on
I'm
Instagram
actually going to play. I'm going to play the third one. Then I'm going to play the second one. Then I'm going to play the first one. I'm going to do it back. I'm going to do it back, out of order. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, yeah. So they've also come up with a load of tweaks and bug fixes they're going to do to make the games a little bit more, accessible in 2021 than when the first one came out in 2007. So I've got a list here. And some little notes of what has changed, and Ash, who's played it before, and we'll get some of these. And I don't think you've not played it, have you, Brad?
No.
So Brad and Reece, you're going to get like you're going to get the deluxe edition straight out of the box. So so we've got combat tuning. Shepard can now sprint out of combat. So some of these you might be thinking, well, why can't you do that anyway?
Yeah,
you can only sprint while you're in action. Melee I can't remember this one. I don't know if Ash can. Melee attacks are now mapped to a button button press rather than automatically occurring based on proximity to an enemy. So it must have just when you got so close to someone, you used to batt them with the gun or something.
I can't remember that. Was this just number 1?
This is the one.
I'm pretty sure. I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure in the other games I remember it, but I never got that close to someone. I just used to shoot them from afar.
No, all those geff. We've got weapon accuracy and handling has been significantly improved. The reticle bloom is more controlled. Weapon sway removed from sniper rifles. Aiming down or tight aim camera has been improved. And there's improved aim assist for target acquisition.
They've got rid of the weapon sway from a sniper.
Yeah. That was like quite.
Yeah, I know, but it was terrible. But when you upgraded your tree, eventually you was dead on, and it actually made you.
I'll tell you what, mate. You stay in your tree, all right, and I'll carry on my list, all right.
Done me.
Nice. Well, I didn't know this either. I couldn't remember this. All relevant enemies now take headshot damage. In the first game, not all the enemies took headshot damage, even like human enemies. Human enemies
really?
took headshot damage, yeah.
All right. So, was it a helmet they had on, or what?
Oh, yeah, like they had a helmet now, but just enemies
space hat.
Take head. Yeah, space. Yeah, they had the special space hat on, and then that was it. Ammo mods, anti-organic and anti-synthetic, etc., now drop throughout the whole game. It used to be like they used to drop at the end, like more towards the end of the game. All weapons can be used by any class without penalty. Specializations, the ability to train up and grade certain weapons are still class specific. So you can use a sniper if you've got like an assault class, but you can't become proficient in a sniper. So you're still going to have to choose.
Yeah. Can I ask a question before you go on to the next one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is it like Elder Scrolls where depending on what race, is there different races? Like, are you just human?
No, you're human.
Oh, you're human.
Yeah. Just
human. I wasn't sure. No, it'd be like with Elder Scrolls, if you like choose an elf, you're more magic oriented. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't sure if that was like a thing.
It's more for profession you pick, which is different.
Yeah, so you could be like
you
can be like an engineer where you use all hacking. You can be someone who's got like the bionics, who like kind of uses like the abilities like that, or you can just be a soldier. I remember one of the.
So it's just a better version of Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
anything's better than
what Cyberpunk could have been if they'd have taken a leaf out of someone.
And this game came out in 2007.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember one of the things was Vanguard, where your powers were you got up close. So when you activate the power, you used to jump straight into the middle of the action, and your primary weapon was a shotgun. So that was like an up close. You know, obviously you got an infiltrator, that was a sniper.
That's what I always was: sniper and a handgun.
Assault was just assault rifles and that. But now you can use all the weapons. You just can't be super good with them all.
Okay.
Oh no, my phone's locked. It's unlocked now. Don't worry. Weapons cool down much faster.
All right.
They was saying are they going because in the first game you don't have ammo. Your guns just overheat, and then in the second game they had something called thermal clips. And they was like, are they going to just but are they going to put thermal clips in the first game? But then it'd be out of law, like out of canon. That's not how it like. So they've kept it with it. They've just made them cool down faster. Medi-gel usage has been improved. Base cooldown reduced. Leveling benefits increased, and increased Liara's bonus to cooldowns. This is a big one. Inventory management improvements. Items can now be flagged as junk. All junk can be converted into Omni-gel or sold to merchants at once. Inventory and stores now have sorting functionality, which is nice. Yeah, that was a big one. Number one, it was a lot. The inventory management was a bit of a shit time. Let's have a look at this. Some abilities have been rebalanced. Weapon powers, i.e. those that are unlocked on each weapon type skill tree, have been improved. Effectiveness and strength is increased. Duration reduced in some cases. This is the changes to Mako now. So the Mako feels like it's got more weight, so it don't drift around everywhere. The targeting in the cannon is a lot better.
What is that? Mako.
It's like your space train
vehicle.
Okay.
That you drive around. But it used to be you driving up a mountain, you just kind of like fall off, like just kind of like it was like it was full of helium. It was just like bouncing. Okay. But now they've made it
heavy.
A bit more heavy. So physics tuning improved to feel weightier and slide around less. Resolved issues preventing the Mako from accurately aiming at lower angles. The shields recharge faster. New thrusters added for a speed boost. And the XP penalty while in the Mako has been removed. And touching lava no longer results in an instant mission failure and instead deals damage over time. So that was quite annoying. Yeah, if you touch a bit of lava, it was like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. It's game over. Yeah. So
like Minecraft.
Yeah, like Minecraft. Yeah.
Swimming lava.
So and then it's got additional gameplay improvements. So it's not all just in 1 and 2. Number 1, sorry. This is for all of them. Squad mates can now be commanded independently of each other, rather than in the other Mass Effects. The same way you can command them individually in 2 and 3.
Okay.
Some boss fights enemies in the first game have been tweaked to be fairer for players, but still challenging. Cover has been improved across the trilogy. Additional cover has been added in some encounters. Entering and exiting cover will be more reliable. XP has been rebalanced in the first game, and ammo drops have been rebalanced in Mass Effect 2. Just have a look here. Includes trilogy-wide settings for subtitles and language. Saves are still unique to each game and can be managed independently of each other. Updating the character creator options as FemShep for Mass Effect 3 is the new default FemShep, but you can choose the other one as a preset. And then they've just kind of streamlined some trophies as well. So new trophies have been added. Progress for some carries over across all 3 games, which I think is pretty good. Which, like, e.g., if you have to get like 1,000 kills, you can start in 1, and then it will carry over into 3 if you haven't got it. So that's pretty good. Trophies that are streamlined into 1 and made redundant were removed. A number of trophies have had their objectives, side quests, descriptions, and/or names updated. And then it's just got some additional gameplay and quality of life improvements. Audio is remixed and enhanced across all games. Hundreds of legacy bugs from the originals have been fixed.
Just hope so.
Yeah, and I think that's about it, really. There's a few other little bits there, but I think people might be getting bored of me just keep talking about games.
So is that just about 1, yeah? Or is that...
That's all of them. So the majority of them, they've done like the bug fixes and all of them, the cover system, the I think like that redone it all, but the majority of the stuff was in 1, which isn't surprising because I think number 1 was holding it back from coming out because it was just so
a mess. Yeah.
If you ever played 1 and then you went to 2, you was like, wow, this is
so much more accessible. Yeah.
The shooting in 1 in 2 is a hell of a lot better, and the cover and the inventory and everything was better in 2 than 1. Obviously 1 is still an amazing game, but their focus looks like they've done a lot of their focus on number 1. And Mass Effect Legendary Edition, it gets launched on May the 14th, and I think it was a day ago. Something I'm not really going to bother with, but I know people do like it, like in Ghost of Tsushima and that, people was going mad for it. There's a photo mode now, so you can do the photo mode. So photo mode will be available in option in the pause screen mission computer. BioWare technical designer Brendan Holmes said, which will be available during gameplay at all times, but not during cutscenes. So if you want to get those tight angles, and Garrus and Shepard and take some photos, you can. No photo mode. As I say, I never really use photo mode.
Sure, nor do I in the games.
Unless there's a trophy on it. And then I'll just do it for the trophy. But it's and then that's that. So it sounds really good. I've played them all before multiple times. I've done them all on the Xbox 360 and I completed them all on PS3. I'm looking forward to playing this.
Are you going to go for the plat?
About the bosses?
I don't know.
If there's 3 platinums, do you reckon it'll be 3 or 1?
I think it'll be 1. Yeah.
1. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
as I say, I did get I nearly got the platinum on Mass Effect 2, but the playing on insane difficulty, it was insane. It was really hard. And
is it going to be? Is it 3 separate games that you would play and complete, load up? Obviously, it's shipping as 1.
Yeah, product, I think like it's going to come up on. I imagine on the disc it would be like 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if they're all. I think they're all unlocked as well. I know all the hardest difficulty settings are already unlocked. So you don't have to play through it to unlock them. So I suppose if you played them before and you're like, I don't really want to play 1 again, I just want to go straight into 2, you can. But it's going to be. I say like I know, but probably It's just, But I'm quite envious of you two not played it before because it's fun.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Is it going to be one of those things where it's actually aged well? Do you reckon? Just because we're going in for the first time as like a fresh game in 2021, is it going to feel like I'm playing a game from 2007?
Well, there's a lot of video comparisons out there between the original and the remastered.
Yeah,
and they have that made it look more. Yeah,
sure.
Probably isn't going to be like up there with The Last of Us, like something like The Last of Us 2 or Red Dead, because it's it's from 2007.
Sure,
but it does look good, and it's a story that grabs you. It's a story. There's some big decisions there that do affect other games. If you do something, then someone isn't going to turn up on the other game. So.
Sure.
Yeah, it's the story that gets you, and you kind of want a thingy. And I think all the DLCs included as well, apart from one, the Pinnacle Station, which I think we talked about before on the podcast, where they lost the source code and they just couldn't get it back. So that's not there. I'm pretty sure I can remember. I think I can remember the Pinnacle Station now. It was like a little space station where you had to go and get. There's a shop in there. I can't remember if there's any missions tied to it or not, but I do remember. Yeah, I do remember going to the Pinnacle Station back in the day.
Cool. I look forward to playing it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
It's one of those games, I think I've said it before, but it's on like my bucket list of like, I really wish I've played Mass Effect, like the trilogy, and this is just the perfect way of doing it. Can't wait.
No, it's so good. Number 2 as well is just and number 3 as well is they are epic space operas.
Yeah.
And like the characters are likable, they're memorable.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just brilliant. It's really good.
Cool.
May the 14th.
Are you going to play Brad Moore?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
You are. Yeah.
Yep.
We're all going to be able to. Are you buying it again, Ash? Are you going to play it again?
Yeah, I'll buy again.
Yeah. We're all going to be able to give our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, like, lately, I come on every week and say, I ain't played nothing. I haven't had a game. The last game that got me and grabbed me was Spider-Man, where I was like, I'm playing it. I just want to play it all the time.
Sure.
And then I finished that, and then since then I've had nothing like that. I played Republic Commando Remastered. I played it a little bit more. Yeah, Marquette. Well, they're like little games, and I've played Republic Commando a little bit more this week, but it's not gripped me. And I kind of want to. I was thinking about going back to Assassin's Creed because I thought if I get into it, it's a good game to be into.
It's a good game to be into because there's the progression for it. I'm the same. The last game I played was No Man's Sky. I kind of burnt out on that. I just haven't. There's just no games out.
I just don't know, and I've got so many. I've got Assassin's Creed. Days Gone. I can go back to Resident Evil 2. I downloaded it. I've got some old Assassin's Creed, Far Cry 5. I've got this backlog of games.
Yeah,
but none of them are.
You've got like the worst backlog out of anybody I know.
I have.
It's shocking.
And then what else was the other game I was going to play? What's that Star Wars game? Fallen Order. I need to play that. I need to carry on playing Fallen Order.
Oh God. Don't bring it up to Ash. It was like a present from like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Fallen Order 2 is probably going to come out this year, maybe.
Yeah. Give that a go, maybe. I'm not buying it for you.
Yeah, buy it for me and I'll play it in a couple of years. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to having a game that gets his hooks in me.
Yeah, no, hopefully it does. I got a feeling it's going to be the same week or around about the time the new raid comes out in Destiny. So it's kind of like you got to be like grinding to be ready for that because we were going to go for like first 24 hour. And then I've got this big RPG that I need to play as well. It's like, I bet this timing, because Destiny's dead at the moment. And I feel like it's just going to be that 1 week when it comes out. Is the 1 week I've got to grind on Destiny. It's just like, we'll see. Hopefully it lines up nicely, but we'll see. I've got a feeling.
When does it come out? What's the release date for it?
7th? Was it 7th? No,
7th.
14th.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. I don't know if how much I'll be playing of it though, because Resident Evil comes out on the 7th, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's why I got confused with. Yeah, so yeah. Cool.
Well, just complete Resident Evil and then just go on Mass Effect.
That's a short time I've got to complete that game.
Do it, yeah. Let's do that.
I'll give it a bloody good go.
Yeah. A week.
You got to take into account. You got to take into account all the washing of the underwear in between sessions.
I don't wear it. I'll put plastic sheets down.
Clever.
Professional.
Jesus Christ. Right. Anyway, is that it for Mass Effect?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. We're going to talk about caves, Bradmore?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Minecraft announced their big annual update. Like they announced it last year. It was due for release this summer, which is the titled the Cliffs and Caves update, which is a very ambitious update. It was going to be a big one, but they've just announced last week, I don't know what day it was, the much anticipated Minecraft Cliffs and Caves update will now release in 2 parts instead of a singular update. The first update is coming this summer, so they are going to release something in their window, but the second part is going to release in the holiday season. Reason being, they've come into loads of technical difficulties. So the Caves and Cliffs update is going to involve regenerations of caves and cliffs on a massive scale. And what they've found is that they've had to increase the world height in Minecraft, and it's just become a much more technical task because that kind of is the game. Caves and cliffs are what Minecraft is built around, so it's not as easy as just we're just banging some new blocks in the caves and cliffs. Now it's the entire generation of worlds. So
it's like it's just a button press, isn't it? And the keyboard just like height was 100, and then just add an extra 0, 1,000. There you go, done.
A game like Minecraft, you would have thought, right? You would
have thought, you would have thought it wouldn't have been this hard.
Apparently it has been. So what's happening in the summer is they're bringing out all the mobs are still going to be coming that were going to be with the update. I think there's like goats, new mobs like some cave dwellers. I work with some people that look like the new mobs. There's
not me. No comment.
some of the
Go on, sorry.
some of the new blocks. What else? I did have a list down here. There's like glow squids, glow ink that were part of a competition. Copper as a new ore is being introduced. So all of that stuff, all the materials, all the mobs is coming in the summer. But then the cave generation, the cliff generation, which is kind of the main part that it was all supposed to be built around, is coming in holiday, mainly due to technical difficulties and the health and well-being of the studio.
I think that's the key part. This is all a joke, by the way, but I feel like it's just a button press, and I reckon they're just at home with their legs up going, yeah, Microsoft, yeah, it's taking a little bit longer. Like, they're just at home with their feet up, waiting for Mass Effect to come out. The
game has got to be. I don't understand how the coding for Minecraft can be that complex on the grand scheme of what else is out there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know.
I'm sure it must be difficult because he's probably. Did you say that it's going to affect all existing worlds?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like you create a new world and then you've got this new update. It's going to affect every single world that already exists. So it could probably break a lot of people's worlds. And they're like, we cannot have it break people's worlds because people probably been working on it.
Years. Yeah,
exactly. If it breaks someone's world after 6 years or whatever it is.
Somebody's made the whole of London again. And just everything just collapses.
Yeah, just a big hole at the bottom and it just
massive mountain in the middle of London.
Yeah, that's the new cliff. It's the new cliff. So what is? Sorry, I haven't heard anything about this. What is the cliffs and caves going to be?
Feathers from the beginning. Yeah.
What is the cliffs? What? So it's just going to be new caves or what?
So
it's going to be new textures.
The caves. It's not new textures.
I make my caves, mate. I'm the Minecraft man. I go in there with a pickaxe and I'll make a cave.
So caves have always been quite as they have been. They're just they just randomly generated, but they're making chasms now. So they're making really, really wide open structures with water. They've got plants that are now growing. They've got new animals that are in the water in the caves underground. But I think the point is you're supposed to be able to go down a little vine and it goes into a normal cave and then it suddenly opens up into a massive chasm. There's stalagmites or stalactites, whatever the one from the ceiling is.
Stalactites, yeah.
And stalagmites, they stand up tall.
They have to stand tight on the ceiling. Stalagmites are trying their mightiest to grow.
Yeah, to stay up, yeah.
Ash, we've been to a little thing called Kent's Cavern in Devon. We know.
We have. Yes, we have, my friend.
We know. Represent.
Yeah, we know about Kent's Caverns.
All right, there we go. Right. Sweet. So they've just been restructured to be much more impressive, much more of a sense of space. They want to keep that claustrophobia in certain elements of the cave, but they also want it to open up into a massive new structure, which has been a huge challenge.
Imagine in VR it's going to look absolutely mind-blowing. Just this massive
Minecraft blowing.
Yes.
Minecraft.
Yes. You're on fire today, Brad, aren't you? You're absolutely on fire.
I'm leaving. See you later.
Jeez. This is the fucking castle situation all over again. Jesus.
That's the worst. What is it? That's going to be super super interesting. Like if you go down there and there's like loads of wizards down there, because those things fucking scare the shit out of me as it is. You just hear them go, and you're like, oh shit, there's a wizard around here.
Though? Like when you just dig down, do you find like monsters and that down there?
Yeah.
You just build a door and stop them from coming out.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Zombies knock through doors now. They get axes.
Yeah, do they?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, because zombies are terrifying. And the next thing you know, you just hear boing, and there's a skeleton shooting at you, and you're like, where is that coming from?
Bow and arrow guys, yeah.
I've lost all my diamond armor. That's down there. I've got to go down and try and get that. I've got fuck all on me. It's a nightmare.
There's netherite armor now. There's a new diamond's old now.
Is it? I haven't played it in ages. What's there now?
Last year there was an update for the Nether, and you could go in there and you could mine this material called netherite, which is harder than diamond, more durable. Diamonds.
That's a good idea because I used to go in the
Why didn't you not know that?
I used to go in the Nether, and it was just terrifying because I was like, everything in here wants to kill me, and there's no real reason to go in here.
Yeah,
so that's good. They've actually added something. The reason to go in there now.
Last year's update, they added loads to it. They added 5 new biomes in the Nether. It was like they kind of wanted to mirror
use the Nether. because the Neville was useless.
Yeah.
Just used to go in there and be like, oh, it's one of those things shooting fire at me. Oh, I'm dead.
Pretty much.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm a bit gutted about the delay though, because every year I jump it back into Minecraft and absolutely no life it all night, every night for a good solid month or something, and I'm not going to have that. I'm going to wait until it all comes out, because there's no point. I don't care about the copper blocks until I can actually see the proper caves and stuff. So yeah, there's no dates for the releases. They've said summer/holiday, which will be.
Is it in? I don't know if you know. Is it in 60 frames? Is it like an upgrade for PS5? I suppose it doesn't need an upgrade for PS5 because of the way it looks. But was it already on 60 frames on PS4 and stuff?
I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was. I'd need to double check it. It certainly felt like it was when I moved on, but there's no. It's still, the PS4 version. There's been no talk of an upgrade for PS5. I do search that every now and then, and there's been no chat of an upgrade as such. But yeah, it'd be good for them to update the resolution a little bit, and put ray tracing in, because there's so many mods that make Minecraft look incredible, and it would be good for the game.
Shiny blocks.
Yeah, it'd be good for the game to put something official in.
Yeah. Oh, one of those reflections, don't you, in the lava?
Yeah.
I've seen it though. You've seen modders on YouTube and that do it, and it does look amazing. But I can imagine why they haven't done it, because to get it to that sort of polish would just be epic. Like, to do that, to get that sort of task together would just it
would probably break all the crossplay, because Brad said, he plays it on your iPad. You can play it pretty much anywhere, and it's all accessible. If you did add it to the next level, it would just cut it off just for obviously next gen plus PC, and the rest would be just forgotten. So probably why they haven't done it.
True.
Accessibility.
True that, bro.
So, cool. Yeah, it's my Minecraft update.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much.
Welcome. No problem.
It's one of those games where I've got it, and I always sometimes think about jumping in, and I'm just like, nah.
Nah, see, I've enjoyed it. I used to play it with a couple of my mates I used to work with in my old job, and I used to really enjoy it.
No, I did. I used to play with a friend, but I just know, since then, I sometimes think, oh, let's go back. But it's just I feel like it's such a big commitment. It's a thing that you've got to spend such a long time building up, or it's just.
Anyone ever complete it? Do the end dragon?
Yeah, I've done it once with my mate. With that mate,
and then you get the wing to Minecraft.
Yeah, you have to defeat the end dragon. You get wings, so you can actually fly around in the main game without going into creation mode.
What's this? Is this in explore?
Yeah, survival.
Survival. Proper survival mode. Yeah, it's the only way you could fly around is by defeating the Ender Dragon or El Dragon, whatever he's called, and then you would get special wings, and then you could wear them in the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just went in creation mode, you could just fly around anyway.
Yeah.
I've completed in survival. Got the platinum as well, lads. Whatever.
Bloody hell!
Oh,
Bloody hell!
Look at
that.
Don't care about those. Don't care about those things.
Again, see, this is why he's my favourite. He's a marvel of a man. What can I say?
Because he's got the Minecraft platinum.
Yeah.
What a guy!
What a guy! Incredible. Well, there you go. Right. Well, I will go on to PS5 update, which has got a very funny name. It's called 21.01-03.00.00.38. I don't know who came up with that name, but they need to shorten it.
It's really fucking boring. You just reading it out. I'll tell you.
Oh, well, all right.
It's really binary.
Well, I'll stop here then. We'll just go on to your topic. No.
Yeah.
So this update came with a few updates that was needed. It was the first major one that launched on the 14th, Wednesday just gone. The first update that it's done is to external hard drives in terms of storage. So it's not the one for the SSD, which I originally thought that was for, and I was speaking to Brad about it. I thought we could finally add the SSDs, but it's not. It's now they've added the function, which I thought was already available, but apparently it wasn't. So if you've got an external hard drive, you can now transfer your PS5 games. Apparently that was only restricted to PS4 games previously. You can't play PS5 games off of the external hard drive, but you can transfer them back and forth. You have to have, there's some restrictions to it though. You have to make sure the USB on the hard drive is at least 3.0, which means it can upload up to, I think, 5 gigabits per second. So it's got to be super fast. Knowing that it's that fast, it's kind of takes away a little bit from the SSD. It's would I really want to upgrade my SSD? Because obviously SSDs are going to be quite expensive, and you can probably pick up.
It's definitely going to be a lot quicker. 100%. Because that M2 SSD, what will go into it, will be 10 times quicker than any cable. And that cable's industry standard now. So if you pick up one, like a half decent one, it'll come with that cable anyway.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the hard drive I bought for my PS4's USB 3.0. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother unplugging it. I don't need it yet. So,
But with me personally, I would still just have an external. I wouldn't, because this new one, they're going to give you that new SSD. I think it's going to be well overpriced for what it is. And you can pick up a really nice SSD. And even if you want to get like an SSD and a caddy, which you put the SSD into, that's still going to work out cheaper. And then you could just like literally take that SSD out of that caddy and be like, I'll put that away. I've got another SSD. I'll chug that in. And you just got unlimited storage then.
Sure. Yeah.
I know people like to keep it nice and neat, and so that's why people are going to go for the.
Yeah, no, I get that. But for the price, I am also probably swaying towards what you just said about just getting an external, just because if it's going to be super fast, if you can get like a 3.2 or whatever USB, and it's like you can transfer it back within like a minute or something, then it's kind of that convenience is convenient enough for me. I don't need it all 100%. On my SSD. I'm happy to transfer games onto that and then transfer them back when I need it. And I'm already juggling with like downloading, so I'm kind of happy-ish with that because I've got quite fast internet. So if it's just juggling that, then do I really need the SSD if it's going to be hundreds more? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like
exactly that.
Is it convenient enough for me? Don't know what you think of it, Bradmore. You was looking at getting one as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm of the same thought as you, really. I think I don't know. I'm undecided. I want to see what prices are like to make that judgment.
Well, on the SSD
on the SSD, yeah.
I reckon there's definitely going to be a premium on it because it's got PlayStation stamps.
Yeah, they're going to be. They're just going to be massively inflated in price, and it's just going to really.
How much is the Xbox one? 200? Is it 200? Right?
No, I think it's more than that. It's like 300, isn't it?
I thought it was 2.
Let me Google. You can talk and I'll have a little Google.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2. So where you can probably pick up a 2 terabyte external hard drive. Maybe you would know more, Ash. But for like what?
Yeah, a 2 terabyte SSD. You could pick up a half decent one for about 150 quid.
Okay, not an SSD, but an external hard drive. How much are those?
I bought a 2 terabyte a year ago, and it was about 70 quid.
Yeah. If you want to get a hard drive's going to be a lot slower though. Because it's physical in it. If you want to, like I say, an SSD, you can actually get an SSD, a 2 terabyte SSD, and that's still 150 quid. And then that's just literally, you can just plug that straight into your console, and then you're away.
Okay, cool.
£200 for the Xbox One. You're right. Yeah, 200 quid.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see how much the PlayStation One is. It's probably going to be more. It probably will be like 300 or something. We'll see. We'll see what's compatible. Hopefully, they open it up to third parties.
Because they said, they're not going to do third parties in a minute. I think like WD's doing one.
Yeah,
they had to make sure they were fast enough and like small enough to fit into the little like the space. Yeah, it is for. So
Western Digital.
Yeah, Western Digital. At a minute, they kind of got the market like you can make them. We'll certify them, and then it's kind of be like, well, they're expensive, First party.
That'd be interesting because I haven't looked into the slot of the PlayStation 5 because. Normally, they're like 2 different standard sizes. You get a slightly longer one and a slightly smaller one. So I'd be interested to know if they've gone in between, like on purpose. So you have to buy it from them. But I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
I don't know. Yeah, some of the stuff Sony's doing at the minute is just, don't know, just weird. They're not, I don't know.
They've got the market though, haven't they? They don't care.
But like the game, the way they're doing, the way they're talking about having, the way their like new strategy for games is, if it's not going to be a blockbuster, we're not interested. Well, what about innovation and new games and what they'd be to stop that? Just don't what?
I think that makes perfect business sense. I totally agree with that.
When you say like Uncharted,
God of War had to start somewhere.
Yeah,
and so did Uncharted.
Had to start somewhere. It didn't get big really until. And you look
at Uncharted on paper. It's like, what is he just going to do? Lara Croft again? He's going to do Tomb Raider. Why bother?
I think the reason
how much money they've made.
I think the reason that's forced their hand is Xbox and Game Pass. They can't release a mediocre game and charge £70 for it when mediocre games, I'm not saying mediocre, but smaller titles, AA games, are free over on Game Pass. So they want to justify you saying you're paying £70 because it's a premium game. You're playing God of War, Horizon, Last of Us, and like these are why you're paying £70. This is why you got PlayStation.
But does that mean we're not going to be getting no more new games then? It's just going to be them.
It's third parties.
They're going to be like, yeah, no, but like in the, like it's to the caliber. Like you look at the
God of War 16.
God of War, you got God of War, you had The Last of Us, you got Uncharted, you got all these Horizon, you got these big games, first party studios, big games, people love them, but they're not going to be able to take and like even a game like Days Gone done well, didn't do well enough, no sequel. It's like
I ain't bothering with that anymore. It's no point. So I heard it ends on a cliffhanger. So what's the point of me playing?
People are like, we want a new Jack and Daxter game, and Naughty Dog are saying, we'd like to make a new Jack and Daxter game, but we can't because we have to do a remaster of a 2013 game. Why? Because
Naughty Dog are not doing it, by the way. Studio Bender.
It's going to come out at the same time as the show, and they're just going to be like, we can make more money. It's just, I don't know. I question their tactics.
No, it's true.
No, I get that, but I think it makes perfect business sense.
So you would, Reece. You're sitting there wearing a fucking PlayStation t-shirt.
There's nothing to do with me being. Exactly. Does that not prove that I want the best for PlayStation?
It could be like they'd be like, right, someone's going to come around every day and kick you in the bollocks if you have a PlayStation. You'd be like, listen. I need to be kept on my toes. I think it's a good idea. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I want my bollocks to be black and blue. Yeah, it's my thing. You on my PlayStation. You'd agree with them, whatever. So
I want them to do the best they can.
This is a dangerous thing because this is the sort of shit that Xbox kept doing. And then I ended up jumping to PlayStation, and I ain't got no loyalties to any console. I just want them to be whoever looks after the fans the most. Yeah, then I'm going to go with them. Yeah. So if they carry on, and at the moment Xbox are like, here's a massive library of free games if you pay like a tenner.
And Bethesda games, all these Bethesda games are coming out potentially. They're going to be exclusive. Like, all right, and I'm in Xbox. You got me. You got me back.
Yeah. Next thing, I've got an Xbox.
Coming from the guy that said PlayStation was the best console about 20 minutes ago.
I've got an Xbox flat cap. I've got an Xbox shirt. A sleeve.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have a bit more diversity in this group going forward. Two Xbox fanboys will be PlayStation.
I'll tell you what. Once they come out in shops, I am very tempted to get one. Like when I can actually get older one and not have to go on eBay and get one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your take on that, Brett? Interestingly,
me.
Yeah, on the strategy.
I don't.
Yeah, you're Brett.
I can see it from both sides. I like the big blockbuster games. I don't play the independent games. I don't play the Japanese studio games. So selfishly, it makes no odds to me. If it means I'm getting more AAA releases, then good, fine. I agree with Brad about the Last of Us remaster. It's I get it. It's like, well, fuck that. I don't care. Like, it's been gone. Like, it's a cash cow. But I also agree with you, Reece. It is a cash cow. That's why they're doing it. They're a business. Sony exists to make money. They are a business. They're a company, and it is
exactly.
A bit of a...
And there's a HBO show coming up. It's the perfect reason to release part one, and then look, we've got part two as well. There's 2 games to buy. It's perfect business sense.
I think that's why they're doing it. Though, like, who's going to be? I'm really excited. There's this new show coming out called The Last of Us.
I'll tell you what, Reece,
The Witcher 3 is the perfect example of that.
Reece, pull out your favourite stat again. Go on.
What, 1 in 4 people? Yeah.
There we go. 1 in 4 people haven't have got a PS. No, what is it?
1 in 4 people that have got a PS5 didn't own a PS4. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it just seems weird that somebody hasn't played that game yet.
PlayStation 3, so they might have had a PlayStation 3.
They could have done. They could have done.
I think it's ridiculous, but
even if a TV show come out and I wouldn't pick up a game for it. Like if I watched The Witcher, if I watched the Witcher TV series and then started playing The Witcher on the console, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit.
To be fair,
where's that handsome man?
To be fair, I watched the Witcher TV show and I was like, fucking, it's brilliant. And then I went and bought The Witcher for the
You're not helping the fucking argument. Shut the fuck up.
It's not an argument.
You fucking dickhead, mate. You're fucking ruining everything. Just be quiet.
He'd trick me. I was like, oh, this is a good show. I like this. I'm going to go back to playing The Witcher. And then I bought it and then I played it for like 70, 80 hours.
Yeah, it was like trending in like the top list, like top 5 list for like 3 months.
I'd never played it all the way through. I'd only started the beginning. Whereas the Last of Us 1, I've done about 4 times.
If I find out you buy this new Last of Us when it comes out, I'm kicking the bollocks.
I'm not going to buy it. Last of Us, to me, even retroactively, he's dead because of the abomination, which was number 2. So it's
Damn.
It's true. No, I'm not even joking. That's exactly how I feel. Yeah. And that ain't like if it was a good game, like if it was just the first half, I'd be like, nah, fair enough. But the second half, it did just kill it for me. Yeah, and that ain't me just trying to be controversial man on the podcast. I just can't bother with it.
Just idiots.
I'm not even going to watch that. I'm not even going to watch the TV series.
I'm not going to ever bother. Can't bother. Fuck it. I'm done with it. Yeah. Naughty Dog, don't give a shit anymore. They're dead to me. They're dead to me. That's
wow. All right. Someone's clearly upset. We'll go on to the second one.
Even though every time The Last of Us 2 gets brought up, I do get a little bit upset. So we need to just.
It sounds like you almost do care, Brad.
We did care, and that's what hurts so much.
Anyway, there's new social features for PS4 and PS5 consoles. So,
that's actually yours, Ash. Sorry, mate.
Unbelievable. Yeah, there's new social features for the PS4 and PS5. So they introduced share play on the PS5. So if you was in a party, you could share your screen. You had a little corner picture in picture, and you could put it into the corner. They're now adding that feature. So if you're in a party with PS4 players or players that are playing on a PS4, they can now also see your shared screen. So it's not just restricted to everybody's on PS5, which is quite cool. Apparently it happens vice versa as well. So PS4 players can now share their screen with players on PS5. I don't think PS4 are going to have the picture in picture because I imagine it doesn't have the power to be playing a game and then having the shared in the little corner, but you can share it between each other as well. And also adding join game session as well between PS4 and PS5, which is another thing which was also restricted. So you're going to get an invite when you do it on PS5 and it's going to go to the PS4 players. So it kind of makes sense. You would have thought they would have thought of that before the PS5 launch, but here we are. Another debate topic, I guess, is the game base. And obviously, Brad's been very upset about how the game base thing has been very messy. However, they've improved it. They've added tabs now. So on the little quick menu, when you get up the game base, before it used to just be all your parties. And then as Brad was quite upset, you had to scroll down.
Whoa. Okay, right, hang on. There was no debate.
He was upset.
There was no debate. It was shit. And they've made it a bit better. They didn't leave it, by the way, Reese. They made it a bit better. They've made improvements.
All right.
What's the debate?
Boom, done. Last the debate. Shit.
All right, fine. The debate it's nowhere near as bad as what you made it out to be, but there you go. But yeah, no, they have improved it. The
Again, Reese will not hear criticism of the PlayStation.
I will hear criticism.
I think he's got a problem with one. We need to have an intervention with him.
Tear that t-shirt off, Reese. Have an Xbox t-shirt underneath it.
Imagine that, just had a Nintendo one,
PC gamer.
Nah. Fuck PC gaming. No, the reason why I said it wasn't as bad is that there was literally an option, which is called the option button, which opened up the main screen of Gamebase, and you had all the tabs, and you could do all the features that you said. You didn't have to scroll down. That wasn't a thing. The quick menu was just a quick menu feature. So, but they've improved it. They've improved the quick menu feature. So that's why I said it was a debate. Anyway, another cool feature was disabling game chat and also individually controlling the volume of each person in the party, which I think was quite cool. So yeah, if you've got a person in the party that's a little bit quiet, you can turn them up. If you've got a person that's very loud, you can turn them down. You don't have to tell people to be quiet or upset people or mute them, or you can customize it, which was quite cool.
If you play an MMO like we do with Destiny, and we get all sorts of characters jumping in the party that some you don't want to hear from, some you do. It's nice to have that control.
Yes, it's a fantastic feature. Yeah, absolutely.
Some geezer just masturbating while trying to play Destiny. You don't want to hear that down the microphone, do you?
Yeah, and it's usually Brad. Yeah, it's usually Brad as well. So I'm really pretty good. I can mute him. Mute Love Shacks.
It's a good game.
So beautiful.
Oh, he's just looking at Zavala. Anyway, there's also another feature which might affect Destiny in a good way. Is game updates pre-download. So it's got to be enabled by developers, but you can download automatic updates for games before they get released. So as soon as the game update is released, it just immediately is updated. There is no download. It just gets done immediately because there's a pre-download to the download update. I don't know why. I don't know. It sounds a bit confusing, but...
Question.
Yep.
So these features, right, that are enabled if your PlayStation's on in rest mode.
Yes.
Now, when you go in rest mode, doesn't it only stay connected to the internet for 4 hours?
No.
That's not a thing.
No. I think there might be a button where you can change it to that, but mine is on permanently.
All right. Okay, fine. Then that answers.
And it might be your charging unit as well. Sorry, go on, Ashwin.
The annoying thing about my updates, every time I have that feature on, and then when I turn my PlayStation on, it's like, do you want to download this? And I'm like, yeah, I want to fucking download it because I've put the settings, download it. I don't want to.
It's never worked for me. It's said like this update. It's like, oh, that sounds good. Like, hasn't that always been a thing? And like automatic downloads always been a thing, like downloading rest mode. But it's never ever worked. I don't know if it's me doing something wrong or what.
Same with me. And I've gone all through the settings and I've watched videos and like make sure all this is enabled. And I do enable it. Yeah. And then it's like I turn it on. It's like, do you want to download this? I'm like, I thought this was your job to do this while I was asleep.
No, I'm exactly the same. I don't get it. I've never understood what's going on there. Yeah,
our PlayStation still has the bug where if you put it in rest mode and you turn it on, it just turns itself off. That's mine. I done the update. It's like, do you want to do the update? It's like, yeah, it's going to reset while it does it. It's like, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, a PlayStation, that's fine. Do your thing. Then the update. Come back in like 5 minutes later, and it's like, oh, you didn't turn it off properly last time, did you? Now, dickhead, now we've got to rebuild your database again. It's like, what? I didn't. You was doing an update, PlayStation. Don't start shouting at me because I didn't turn it off properly. And it's like an accusatory tone. Just make sure you turn it off properly next time, or you're pressing the button while doing it right. It's like, fuck off. I didn't do it.
That's an aggressive PlayStation text.
Bastards. That's my rant over.
Got any more? I feel like there's going to be more before we end this segment.
Oh yeah, there's going to be more.
There's going to be more. This topic is just pitching.
I've got a positive about PlayStation. So my PlayStation used to do that weird fans thing, which is weird because I'm pretty sure the update's not even happened yet, but it used to do that weird fans thing. So when I turn it on, fans would go on full for about 2 seconds, then turn off. I ain't doing it now.
Yeah, this update is supposed to fix that apparently as well.
Yeah, but I haven't even done the update. So maybe they're like sneaky. They're updating shit without me even knowing about it.
Yep, absolutely.
It hasn't done it. It hasn't done it since, so that's good.
Cool,
Apart from that, terrible console. So
I have the same problem, going back to what you were saying about the downloads, like the updates. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. But what they're saying by the first line, it says if it's enabled by developers. So clearly they're putting it on developers that they've got to enable this feature. It's available for developers, but then it's on them to do it. It may be the same, like we don't know all the details, but I would really love the picture-in-picture for like Netflix and like apps like that. Is it on developers to develop it to enable that? That's why. Do you know what I mean? Is that what it is, or is it PlayStation restricting it? We don't know the details, but it seems like it's on developers with this one. So the next one is customized games library. So you have the ability to hide games. Apparently, if you want to hide games that you don't want people to see, you know.
You've been playing something like manga.
Anna
Babes. I've got rid of Anna Babes off of my desk, my dashboard. No one seeing that.
Yeah, you're going to update your PlayStation now, so you can hide all those porn games.
Yeah.
I might do that. See, that could be handy. I might do it by like really cheap games that are really easy to platinum. Get like 10 of them,
like
and
Simpsons,
then hide them all.
hit and run.
And then Reese will be like, "What games did you do to get these platinums?" I'll be like, "Well, I don't know, mate.
You've done them all already, Brad. They're all done."
Yeah. So
he went and bought all them already.
Yeah, he's already done it. Absolutely.
You can hide Last of Us 2. Delete it from your memory.
I'll snap
it from my fucking brain, mate. You know, that's what
well, screen zoom is the next one. Is what you think it is. There's a new trophy settings and stat screen, and you can now change in your settings that it was apparently taking screenshots on little mini videos every time you got a trophy.
I look for this.
I've got that.
Oh, I've got it. Yeah, but there's no
enabled.
No volume. No volume.
No volume. No.
I wanted the volume.
Oh, you wanted volume on the thing. Yeah. I think if you go in, there's like a media player thing that you got to go into, and it has the sound in it. Because I had the same thing because I was like doing like recordings when I was playing Destiny.
Yeah.
like for doing PvP and like doing my
you got
great
your
kills.
platinum in Destiny. You were,
That wasn't me. That was Brad's thing. But yeah, exactly. There is video.
Yeah.
There is audio. Sorry, because you can definitely hear the audio of me screaming.
No, I think so. When you capture gameplay, it records the audio, but you cut when you preview and edit, it doesn't play back the audio because I got that clip, and when I was in the editing in the what's it called, the capture gallery.
Yeah,
like, shit, it didn't capture any audio, and then I posted it anyway to Twitter, I think, and then it posted with the audio on Twitter, so it does capture it, but it doesn't show you
in the preview. Yeah, because I looked at mine. Like, there was one where my girlfriend got a platinum on Astrobot, and I thought it'd be pretty cool, like if she picked it up and there was nothing. There was nothing.
I can't remember what the app's called, but it's the app where you can like crop and edit video. The audio plays in that.
Factory.
In Share Factory, you can hear the audio in that.
Okay.
It
doesn't in the
preview stuff. Yeah, no, it doesn't in the preview. Yeah.
But Capture Gallery isn't technically a preview. Capture Gallery is where they're all saved. It's your folder with your saved files. It doesn't. It's annoying. Sure. It doesn't. I don't know.
Maybe there's a setting there. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it's quite good that you can turn off you don't actually now capture every single trophy that you're getting, because I don't know how much memory is using on my PlayStation, but
you two are going to get gigabytes worth.
Since last November, I've been getting loads of trophies. So yeah, I've probably got quite a bit saved on this. I'm going to delete them all. What? I got more trophies than you, maybe.
No, platinum zone.
Yeah.
You two need to go out.
No, I don't. I need to stay in and get more platinums. I need to get more platinums.
You need to go and get half a tan, lads. That's
Lobster boy over here.
Lobster boy. It also has added a feature for HDR, so you can actually turn it off for games that don't support it, or for content that doesn't support HDR. Before, if you had it on automatic, it wrapped everything in like a HDR kind of, I don't know, tint almost, even if it didn't support. So if it natively doesn't support it, the PlayStation will now detect it and won't add that feature to it as well. It's also adding more support for 120 hertz. So there's some monitors that weren't apparently supported before that were like 1080p. So maybe your monitors that you guys have got, apparently is now going to work. So that's an update also to it.
Flashback.
What was that for the monitor? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
All right. 120 hertz. There's an update for 180 hertz. There's some PC monitors that didn't have that feature or support it, and now they've just added.
No, mine's a 120, but mine's a 4K telly. So
mine's. No, mine might be 120. I don't know actually.
It's going to be 120. It ain't going to be no lower than that.
4K. No, it's 4K HDR, mate. That is.
I think it might be. I think yours might be 60.
What, mine?
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was 80. Because it was either toss up between 4K or refresh rate, and I was like, well, 4K. I want 4K because Sony don't. Do they? Then are they ever going to support 2K? PlayStation 5 or?
Not so far, but hopefully one day they should do. I don't know why. Is it a software thing? I don't know what's limiting from doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
What game was it that can do it? And it's like, that's such a pain. Final Fantasy 14, I think. They're doing like a demo or beta at the moment for the PS5 upgrade, which is quite a pain. I'll try playing this week, but I couldn't even log in. And they're doing they've got it in 120, or is it in 60? It's in one of the higher, but it's in 2K basically. Yeah. Or you got to drop it down to like 1080p, and it's just kind of like, that's kind of it's kind of annoying. It's going to drop it to 280p if you want the higher refresh rate.
Yeah,
I would rather play 2K like 120. So it's a bit of a pain, but hopefully it comes. Comes. There's a lot of shortcut features that they didn't mention in the blog. I've noticed that it's just all round just quality of life improvements. There's little new animations on like the download icon. Also, when you're charging your controllers, little like icon like you're charging your controller and stuff. So there's little features that they've added which not been mentioned, which are quite nice. Also one for trophies as well, which I feel was quite handy that I didn't mention. So when you get your little cards up, and it sometimes shows the trophies that you're close to achieving. Before, you would have to like click out, go into the home menu, go into your trophy list if you want to see all of them. Now there's like a button press like options, and it says show all trophies, and it will just take you straight there, which I think is good for people like me that are want to look at that. So yeah, no, there's little things that I might have not even spotted yet. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
Good update. It's going in the right direction.
Yeah. Sweet, bruv.
Oh, I'll tell you, I've got one more thing to add about Resident Evil, just while I remember, because I completely forgot. One thing.
Back to the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. It goes it's full circle.
All
One thing they did say, this demo, which is happened in America and happened tonight, they're saying stream it, do whatever you want with it. We want people to see it, which I thought is brilliant, because not a lot of companies do that now. They're like, yeah, don't stream it, don't show it, just keep it quiet. But they're like, no, stream it, show everyone, which is a good thing, really, isn't it? Because you think about Cyberpunk, where they wouldn't let anyone show anything. I know that was like to certain people got the demo, but still.
People shit on Cyberpunk for a lot of things, but I don't think that's one of them that they deserve.
Yeah.
Behind preview doors.
Yeah, no, but I still think that's
in hindsight, why was it behind doors, eh?
Yeah, exactly that Bradley Moore. Again, see, Bradley Moore makes sense. He don't talk a lot, but when he does, sense comes out of his mouth.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think
rude.
Is it time for the next segment now?
I think it is.
Your segments?
Is it the time for segment time?
It's a turn for everybody just to switch off.
Okay.
It's the Brad Seeley Owler corner.
It's got a jingle.
Yeah,
Perfect.
segment time. That is. That's segment time alarm.
Wow.
Right. Okay. So, little this day gaming.
We got a competition.
A little competition now. Yeah. Who's gonna get it? I've got to adjust my settings first, because I had to just change everything to play that air horn, and I don't know if it's worth it or not. But you know,
it definitely is.
Okay,
I like the King's music. I like that one.
Yeah, this went on for like 2 minutes. Right, okay, yeah. So we've got a game. So the game was released 19th of April. Obviously, this podcast coming out 2011. Okay, it was a sequel. Okay, developed by Valve. Okay,
Spider-Man.
Portal. Is it Portal 2?
Oh, Reese got it. Portal 2. Portal 2.
Bloody hell. Well, I'm getting that.
I have to update mine.
So 2? Have I got 2 in a row now? 2 in a row.
Did you get last one? I don't know.
Right, can you do some more what only I would know, please?
Okay, yeah. Right, let me update the little my little notes here.
Well, let's show us the name.
As soon as you said developer, I was like, I'm going to get this.
So, right. Let me get a pen.
Oh, fucking hell. Can you do this afterwards? What the fuck are you doing?
People want to see.
No one wants to listen to you opening drawers.
Tally chart. Okay, so I'm going to change his name because he's annoying me. So you've got Ash.
My name.
You've got Ash 1, Brad 1, Big Prick 2.
Big Prick.
Right, so
Wow.
There you go.
Big Prick.
Once again,
okay,
that name's going to be evolved by the end of the year. Big stupid fucking wanker, but arsehole prick.
Yeah, it's just going to be.
Every time I get one,
it's going to be right now. Beep 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 beep. It's going to be
it's family friendly show.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So Portal 2 released 9th of April, 2011. Sequel to obviously Portal. I've not. This is one of the this day in gaming I've not played. I played Portal.
Oh, we fucking go because I haven't played it either. I know Bradley Moore hasn't.
Oh, okay. I just played it.
Oh, thank
really
fuck for that.
Yeah.
Good about game. None of us have played.
I know, like the synopsis. Like basically, from number 1, you defeat GLaDOS, and you escape the facility, but then you get pulled back in. It's sort of set between 50 or 50,000 years after the first game, because you've been in like hibernation. And then you're working with this robot. I think it's voiced by Stephen Merchant.
It is, yeah.
And
it's really good. It was really funny.
Yeah,
it was really funny.
You're trying to escape the what they call Aperture Labs. Trying to escape again, and GLaDOS comes back online at some point, and then she gets turned into a potato. And then it's just
she gets hit by a potato.
Yeah, it's just like the puzzle. It's just all the puzzle portals from the first game. It's really good. I think it was only like I don't think it was very long.
No, it wasn't that.
I've heard such good things about it. People were like, love it.
I used to have it off for PS3, but I never played it, and I don't know what happened to it. But people was then saying there was going to be a third one, but Valve said no, basically.
They don't make games anymore.
They don't make games anymore, and they don't like making games after the second one. Like obviously, Half-Life.
Stephen Merchant made that game. He was so good. He was like,
I've heard that. I've heard that.
It was brilliant. It was like, should we press this button? He's like, I don't think we should press a button. Oh, go on and just press a button. You press a button, everything would just destroy around you. But like, we should have done that. And it was just, it was just brilliant. It was so funny.
I read there that he was programmed to make stupid choices because it kind of had to temper GLaDOS's homicidal tendencies. So it's kind of that's why he had to But that was I thought it's a big game. People know it. People love it.
And it's one of those games you could jump into now, and the graphics are just what they are. They're not terrible. It's just they're really good game mechanics, and like it messes with your head because of the portals and that. But if it's cheap enough now, I don't know how much it is, but definitely pick it up.
Pick it up. I know it was distributed by Steam for PC, and for retail physical disc copies, it was distributed by EA. So a little bit of facts there for you. The old Portal 2, 2011.
Did you see him doing a remake, remaster of their old franchises, Half-Life, Portal 2? Kind of easy cash grabs.
I think they should do it for half, because I've played Half-Life 1 years ago.
Yeah, I've never played any Half-Life.
It looks a bit shocking. I think if they'd done a Half-Life 1, people would go mad for it.
Oh yeah,
But
it's up there with like you said with like Mass Effect 2 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like people say my favorite game of all time is like Half-Life 2. It's kind of
Half-Life 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Have you played it? Okay.
Played it, absolutely loved it. It was one of the games. It got me into gaming, I think, Half-Life 2,
Yeah, so and then people love it. And then they done Half-Life Alyx, which is the VR one. People saying that was one of the best VR games, you can get. So you would, you'd think, but I don't know. Like you say, they don't really like making games anymore. I think they make too much money on Steam. So,
I know, just their store. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
You can get Portal 2 for the PS3 on eBay for £9.49.
You get it on the PlayStation Store.
Not for much longer. You can't, because they're closing it down in August. So
closing what down?
The PlayStation 3 store.
And
the Vita store, So go.
What happens to the games you've already bought on there? Do they just?
I think you've still got them. If you've still got them, you can have them.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say there's got to be some legal representation.
And now it's making everyone, like, physical games are going up because people are just trying to get because I don't know, people are trying to preserve it. If you can't get it on the store no more, and they're just trying to get these games to back catalogue. I know I saw a video where Jack and Daxter collection for PS3 was going for like $100 or something. The Sly Cooper collection's going for silly money. Killzone collection, like, people are just trying.
Are they all on PS Now, right? Like all the PS3 games? They're on PS Now?
I don't know. I don't even know what's on PS Now. I've never even looked into it, to be honest.
I think it is I feel like it's PS2 free games.
Yeah, I know.
On PS4.
I've only got a few PS3 games, but it's sad, but there you go.
People, it's like it's your childhood though, isn't it? You know what I mean? You get some people who adults who collect toys and that, and our childhood was gaming. So to have that game sitting on your shelf is a nice thing.
Well, this is why I still prefer physical. That's Reece, why I prefer physical. He's got the digital PlayStation. I've got the physical. Yeah. If I can buy it physically, I will. Like Mass Effect, I'm going to buy it physically. Even though I've got it sitting on the shelf next to me on the 360, I've got it on the PS3, and I've got a special edition. I just like the physical. I want to be able to feel it, and
I want something for my
to touch it.
I want to
the
touch
thing
it.
Is, for my say £60 I'm going to spend on a game, I want to have something in my hand rather than £60. Yeah, but £60, and I've just got it on my console. It should be cheaper on the console than me having this, which has physically had to been made, and I'm holding it, and I'm paying £60 for that or £60 for this, which is fuck all. I want something physical for it.
Yeah,
I mean,
old school.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Well, you must do, mustn't you? Like how much is production cost when it comes to actually making something physical, making a disc, putting the time to put that information on a disc, and then sending that disc to someone? That's got to be a certain amount of cost, and then not to do that and just send it over. Why isn't that cheaper than doing all that?
But I do buy digitally when in the sale because you can get them quite cheap. So I'm like, yes, yeah.
It's nice. I love it when they do the still cases as well for some games. They're like, oh, if it's a game that you're really after and you can get a still case for it,
I've still got the still case for the original BioShock on 360. I've got
and Mass Effect.
The big chunky
boy
Mass Effect and Gears of War one. Yeah, that are the still cases. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a sucker.
Yeah, look, Destiny, look.
Destiny.
It's just nice. It's nice.
It's just nice.
Yeah. No, I like the collector's edition.
Reese's clicked something on his keyboard and disappeared.
See,
Brad,
he got Destiny out. He showed us Destiny, and that was it. He's gone.
Yeah.
So, wow, Jesus, he just jumped out.
Well, this is a good time to talk about the Winter Soldier.
Well, should we wrap it up?
Now? You can do. I was going to do a Metacritic update. We've got April. So last week I said I'll have a look to see if there's any other games coming out in April. And the only big title, I suppose, comes out on the 30th of April. And that is Returnal. Housemarque game. And then we've got 2 games coming out back to back for May. Obviously, we know what they are. Resident Evil. And then obviously Mass Effect. So we'll start with Returnal this week. Next week we'll do Resident Evil. And then the week after that we'll do Mass Effect. So we've got 1 a week. I don't know if Brad's going to come back or is he completely gone?
Let's send him an invite again.
Oh, he's back online. I'm sending him an invite. Let's wait for him to rejoin. So
what a knob end.
Let's see if he will rejoin. So Housemarque obviously are the developers that are doing this game. So obviously published
what is this game?
So it's the spacey game. I don't know if you've seen the trailers for it. It was in the last couple of State of Plays. So it's almost like the time loop type shooter. Looks like a bit of a great timing, Brad. Great timing.
What happened, mate? Did you just sit on your keyboard?
Nah, it wasn't even that. I didn't. I don't really want to admit it.
No, go on.
Laptop wasn't plugged in. Well, the switch for the charger on my laptop was off. So I just was like,
you run out of battery. All right.
I'll tell you what, only a fool could do that. I wasn't sitting here a few minutes ago and it didn't come up. Your battery is very low and I had to quickly plug it in.
Yeah.
I know, I didn't get a warning.
It's not like I've never had my mic plugged in for after podcast either.
At least my laptop gave me a warning, didn't just like cut off.
You guys are lucky I don't do these things because the whole recording is gone if mine goes. So
shit.
Right. But anyway, we're going to do Metacritic score for Returnal, Brad, Housemarque's game, coming out on the 30th of April.
Returnal.
Yes, the spacey time loop game that no one here is interested in.
No.
Yeah.
So just to give you a little bit of a back on their previous 4 games and what they scored, just so you can get a ground of what they normally get. So their last game was called Nex Machina and scored 88. Resogun got 85, Matterfall got 72, Animation got 79. So, bit of a mix, higher 80s, low, and then drop down to the low 70s. Where do you reckon Ash Returnal's going to hit?
74.
Wow, that's low.
Yeah, I think it's going to be dog.
Right, go on. I don't think we're going to like it, but I think it's going to score high. Go on.
83.
83. Okay. Seeley?
80. I couldn't decide between 79 and 81, so I just went in the middle. 80. Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
Well, I'm gonna go 85.
Okay.
85.
Yeah, sweet.
Nice.
That's another victory for me. Done.
What is the score so far? I know I got 1.
So arrogant now.
So you got Monster Hunter, I got Hitman. We've only done 2, and we skipped Outriders.
Didn't I get Hitman?
No. So the score changed. So I checked it.
No.
So it changed. Hold on. So it changes. So we keep checking till Reese is right. Hold on. 4 years later. Looks like I'm right because it's gone down.
No. So I checked it on the day it got released, but not all the reviews are out. Yeah, you were closest then.
All right, okay.
And then I checked it a week later,
right.
which was the rules,
Right.
which are the rules. And it dropped by a few points, and then I was the closest.
Wow. Okay.
You said 88, I said 85, and it's on 86.
Wow. Okay.
So
we'll keep playing this game. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, it worked for Bradley Seeley last time. I can't remember what he was on. It was on higher. It was like close. I was said 89 for Monster Hunter, and Brad Seeley said 86. And I think it was on like 88 at one point, and then it dropped down to like, I don't know, 87. And then obviously Brad Seeley got it. So it worked against me on Monster Hunter. So I'm not,
You're keeping an eye on that one. You've been checking that the last couple of weeks, see if it's gone back up again.
Brad, she's on 90 now, Brad. So,
yeah. I'm checking December at the end of the year when we do the final scores, and we'll see where it is then. No.
Release date scores in a week later, and then that's the cut off. Whatever it is at the week later.
Yeah, a week later. Yeah, because
we're stuck in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then next week I should be able to do your Resident Evil one.
Yeah.
And you can't just base it on the vampire lady.
The booty.
You can't just
based on that booty.
You can't just do it,
100 booty.
You're going to score per 100.
Yeah.
Right,
it's going to be high though. I think it's going to be good.
All right. Bradley Seeley, what you got for us next? Anything?
It's Falcon and Winter Soldier, isn't it? I think.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Oh well, you shouldn't have come back, Brad.
If Brad's up to date or not, no.
Well, where are you, mate? What's going on?
I haven't watched any of it. I've done everything now apart from Winter Soldier. So
have you done WandaVision?
Yes, finished it.
Good man.
Yeah, loved it.
You'll be able to catch up with Winter Soldier in no time. There's not
that many, is there? Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to.
He wants to take a little break. Take a break. Come back.
I can imagine like burn out a little bit. Yeah.
This is not the one to watch if you're burning out. I'll tell you that now.
Right. Yeah. It's not.
Right. Yeah. I really WandaVision in hindsight was just so good. So good, really enjoyed it. But I've watched a lot of Marvel in not a lot of time. Feel like I should give some other genres a go.
Give it a break. Come back for Loki. When's that? May?
Yeah.
May, I think so.
Maybe speak to your girlfriend. Spend some time with her.
Is it that far away?
July, yeah.
Is it June?
July. I'm pretty sure it's July.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'll be on track for anything new coming out going forward.
Yeah.
Which is good. Back in the team.
Yeah.
In July, Black Widow. You getting confused with Black Widow? Is that July?
I'm pretty sure it's July. Fuck it. I'll do what I'll check July because Reece don't believe me.
Yep, I don't. I feel like it's sooner than July.
Black Widow's been delayed to 2023.
No, don't do that.
All right, I'm going to do one.
So did you like the...
Oh, look, it's out on the 11th of June. Oh, look.
Yeah. Yes. I knew it wasn't July.
I was mistaken. So, But it will probably still be playing in July. So who's really right?
What?
Yeah,
Me?
exactly.
I'm right. Not even close.
Okay, so Brad's going to duck out. We're going to talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. I'm going to say spoilers so many times. It's going to be spoilers about Falcon and Winter Soldier. So don't stay or listen to it if you haven't seen it because it's going to be spoilers. Just going to spoil it all. Everything will be spoiled. Other stuff will probably get spoiled as well.
We're going to talk about games.
But if you've listened up to this bit and this way jumping off, then thank you for staying and listening. Like we said earlier on, new episodes every Monday. Please follow us on our social media accounts like Instagram and Twitter. So Instagram and Twitter are both at PTPlayerspod. Facebook is the Part-Time Players Podcast. And you can email us if you have any questions or want to get in touch, whatever. Gmail at ptplayers@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us via DM and any of these social medias. And thanks for sticking by. Thanks for listening this far. And please do, where you can, wherever you listen, give us subscribe and give us a nice rating because
it really does help.
It warms my heart and it helps, and it does help us go up. And it's free. It only takes you a couple of minutes, and it just helps us more than you know. Please do it.
We
appreciate it.
You can watch us. You can watch our beautiful, handsome faces on YouTube as well. So
we really are something to look at.
Don't know about that.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, so it's episode 5, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, episode 5. Yep.
Called
The Truth.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of kicks off from last week. I haven't got any notes for this, by the way. I'm just going off pure.
No, I've not got any notes either. Yeah.
So we're going off just pure memory. And I didn't really watch this episode that well because I just kind of got a little bit, I don't know, bored about halfway through, I have to be honest. It's such an odd episode to have from last episode.
Yeah, like, the penultimate episode, and they get excited. Good, I think. Like the warehouse scene at the beginning with John Walker fighting Falcon and Bucky, that was good.
Yeah, that was quite good. Yeah,
but he fucking broke his arm getting the shield,
and Bucky's standing over him with the shield, who I think should be the Captain America. He's got the shield, and he's got that sunlight just beaming on him, and you're like, that's such a good snippet right there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do agree. I think Bucky should be Captain America. Well, maybe not Captain America, but have the shield. Just because I feel like being Captain America or having the shield, you need powers.
Yeah.
And all right, Falcon's cool, whatever, with his wings. But as soon as he dropped the wings, he's just a guy that, all right, half this episode was him training, hitting it against trees. It's like, well, you can throw a frisbee against it and it bounces back and you can catch it now. It doesn't make you a superhero. I just like, really?
He can do some pretty cool flips, though.
Yeah, what's that? Why was he doing so? I know we're getting into it now, but why was there? What's the somersault? I know Steve Rogers done that. He done the jump thing, but I never thought, wow, that's a signature Steve move. And now he's like, he spent half of his time just learning how to do a flip and push-ups. The push-ups equal flips, because I can do push-ups, but I cannot do a flip. I will break my neck.
You know, just push-ups, flips, running. That's all you needed to do. To be Captain America, America.
It's a montage in this one.
From the warehouse scene, I think they, Falcon got his wings broke, so they're just snapped by John Walker.
He hasn't got wings anymore. He just give them up.
Yeah, he kind of knocked him out, didn't he? They beat him. He got taken away. Sam's mate said, "Oh, you forgot your wings," and he's like, "I'll leave it. I don't care anymore." Bucky went to find Zemo, found Zemo at the Sokovia monument.
Yeah.
And talking to him, he said, "I'm not going to kill you even though you're a super soldier." And then he called over the...
Bucky's the one with powers and a gun. Cheers, mate.
He called over the door and Milage, I can't remember what they're called. And they come over and arrest him and said they're going to take him, not to Wakanda, but they're taking him to the raft, so the super security prison.
Okay.
And is that the end of Zemo? Is that it? I think we saw him with his mask on once in the whole series. That was in episode 3. So
that's it. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
No more of him dancing. Everyone wanted to see them more dancing, but no more. There's
a whole YouTube video from Marvel or Disney about the dance and where it comes from.
Yeah.
It's like
there's one. It's on loop and it's an hour. And it's just him dancing for like an hour.
So some funky house, yeah.
But so then he gets taken away. Sam goes back to his sisters, trying to kind of sort the boat out.
Yep.
Bucky ends up coming to meet him there, and he's got like a briefcase for Wakanda, so we don't know what it is.
Wanker.
I think it's a what? Sorry,
a briefcase wanker.
Okay, yeah. We don't know if it's new wings. I think it's going to be a suit. You don't find out.
I think it's going to be new.
It's a suit, it's from Wakanda, isn't it?
I think it's just going to be new wings for him, isn't it? It's going to be like gold and black wings. 100%. That's what it's going to be.
Maybe.
100%.
I think it's going to be like a vibranium complete suit where he's like, I don't know,
useful.
Yeah, useful.
The thing there's a trial. John Walker saying you're stripped of Captain America, you're stripped of your rank, you're going to get retired now, you're not going to receive any benefits, you're not going to hold a rank in retirement. And then he was saying, like, it was true. He was saying, like, you made me, you always, whatever you told me to do, I did. Yeah, no one told him to take the serum, but they're just they're
smash a guy in public with a fucking shield. Yeah.
He got away quite lightly, didn't he? Yeah. He did murder that man.
They're throwing him out. He then goes and sits outside, and the woman from Seinfeld comes up. So she's there. She's all right. And
is that the cameo that we've been waiting for?
This is the big cameo. So
I
was like, what's the big? That's the big cameo. No. Apparently, her name is Countess Vanessa von something, but in the comics, she's actually a big character. She's Lady Hydra. She was a Shield agent turned Hydra agent. So I didn't know that. So it just
these
kind of
cameos are shit, aren't they?
So
they are.
That was the big cameo, yeah. So Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. So yeah, she's gonna be. Apparently, she was supposed to turn up in the Black Widow, but obviously didn't happen. She might be more down the line. She might still be in, because I think she's quite a big character. And apparently in the comics, she played quite a big role in the Secret Invasion, which is going to be a TV show.
Apparently, she was a lover for Nick Fury as well. An ex-lover, so maybe they'll tie that in. So
maybe, but so then she turns up, gives him a card, he's got nothing on it, saying, "Look, I don't think I would have killed him as well. I don't think you did anything bad, and I'm glad you took the serum." So obviously they're going to use him. He then goes and see. I don't know if he's in order, but he then goes and sees. What was the guy's? What's his mate's name?
What was Can't remember his name.
Who's his name?
I know Battlestar, but I can't remember what his actual name was. He goes to see Battlestar's parents and maybe his wife, and says, "Oh, I killed the guy who killed your son," even though it wasn't. It was the
and they make a point of that. And she said, "Was it him who killed
and he was
son?"
Like,
and he's like,
definitely.
But so they made a point of that.
So then that's that. There's more stuff where he's got the shield. Sam's got the shield. He's training with the shield, chucking it at trees, doing flips.
Hoskin? Was it Hoskin?
Hoskins, yeah. I can't remember what his first name was.
Before the training with the shield bit, he has a little bit of he has like a heart to heart with the super soldier.
He goes to see the super soldier, and you
kind of puts a damper on
hear
everything.
what they did. Like, they didn't tell him. They said they were just getting vaccines, and there was not going to like a polio vaccine or whatever. But really it was the serum, and he was some of them got captured, and he went. I think that's why he got put in prison, because he went against orders and he went and rescued them. But then they all end up dying, and they just kept on experimenting on him because the serum works on him. And then the only way he got out of it is because someone said he had died. Like, they kind of faked his death.
Yeah.
He saw him. They had like a chat about it. Then he's doing the training because he's like, I do want to be Captain America. I think that's how he feels. And then fixed boat up, little boat. It didn't look that much different after he got fixed up to before. To be honest, it still looks a bit ropey.
Shit.
And then that's it really, wasn't it? At the end, it ended with him opening the case.
No suit.
Him and Bucky are friends. They're like good cop, bad cop sort of thing. Like, we're partners, but we're not really friends, but they are. And then it's like,
don't flirt with my sister.
And it was very, very corny. But they're friends now. They finally managed to have the talk about what they needed to have the talk about.
Do you know what I thought the cameo? Do you know what I thought the cameo was going to be? At the end, when they were in New York, I was like, holy shit, is Spider-Man going to just swing by? Or do you know what I mean? Just like a little thing, just don't have to have him in it. Just let him swing past. That'd be so cool.
Have a good cameo in it.
Like Spider-Man.
Something different,
or Doctor Strange just flying by. Do you know what I mean?
The showrunner was saying, it's going to be really big and it's going to make people cry. And everyone's like, well, is it going to be old Steve Rogers? Is it going to be Chadwick Boseman? Is it going to be like Black Panther? No, it was just, as I say, it was...
we don't even know who she is yet.
She's from Seinfeld. It's like, all right, sweet. Saying about she's got these boots on, she can't walk in them. So why are you wearing them then?
I feel like we've been burnt twice by people promising cameos. I am not listening to anything whatsoever.
It's a bit weak. I don't really think you saw a lot of what happened with the Flag Smashers this week. They weren't really in it a lot. And it's just going to be, another 50 minutes next week to get it all, resolve the John Walker, Flag Smashers. Is Sam going to be Captain America? It's just kind of like, rushed. Yeah, Zemo is a good villain. He's taken out of it now. I don't think he'll be in the final.
No, he won't.
It's just, it's just a bit.
I feel like this episode almost, and how it was filmed and how maybe they should have released it was like part 1 and part 2, and they should have released this one with the next week one together, because it feels like this is like the beginning of the movie and then we're going to get the end movie with all the action, but we've had to wait a whole week to actually get the good stuff. And it's just a weird, it's just kind of really, I don't know, it just really slowed the series down. I was already lukewarm on it already, and then this week was just like, don't
get me wrong, I enjoyed it, and I did it. As I say, the best bit was though at the beginning, like the first 10 minutes of them having that fight in the warehouse. That was the best part of it. And then it slowed down a bit.
I don't know if you boys noticed what they done with the shield at the end when they're both training with the shield, and that was the one time they managed to talk to each other about how they was feeling about it, because they was both using the shield training with it. It's like Steve brought them back together, and they managed to get their problems off their chest and talk and that, and actually become friends. So I could see what they done there. That was quite good, as in a Marvel way. That's how they do these things, and they hide it. But like you two were saying, all in all, the episode wasn't for me, and it really is. I'm struggling there. I'm not looking forward. It's like I'm going to watch next week, obviously, but it's not something I'm like, oh, I can't wait. Like normally that's what it is. You get this episode, you're like, oh man, I can't wait for next week's episode. The only thing I'm really interested in is what's in the case, and I'm pretty sure it's Wings. So
I'm looking forward to next week's there, just because I know it's going to be the finale. I'm sure it's going to have some good action. And then it will finally end.
You kind of think did them having to change the storyline, because it's pretty obvious that they changed the storyline from a pandemic storyline to. Well, there's some that Mama, whatever her name was,
Mama Sita.
Yeah, I don't know what her name was. She died of TB, but they're like, well, TB, it's bad, but there is vaccinations for it. You can get treatment and all that. So they obviously changed it and then you kind of think, did this affect it? Why is there only 6 episodes when they're usually 8? And I don't know, with the pandemic in real life, did it affect it and that? But it's all right. Look forward to it. Finale next week. See what happens. It'd be interesting to see where these characters are if they're going to be in like the wider films as well. We're going to see them in the movies again, and
absolutely. You'll definitely see Falcon or new Captain America, whatever he's going to be called. He'll definitely be in the next, I don't know, Avengers or whatever it'll be. But I still think Sharon Carter's the power broker.
We missed that bit, didn't we? Because she made a phone call. I've got a job for you, and it was to Batroc the Leaper, who Cap's fought, and they fought on episode 1, and he turns up with some gear for the Flag Smashers, and she's got like an app, and then it like obviously not all superhuman, but they've got a lot of followers because it just kind of like beeped up and they all stood up and like we're ready to like fucking wreck some shit, and then looks like she's the power broker, like you said in one other episode. She's got satellites. Why she got satellites? And all that. So I think someone worked it out, like all the art she's got, it's worth billions. So she must be the power broker. She's surrounded by all these goons. So she's bad now. She's turned into a villain. A villain, yeah.
I'm sure,
to be fair, it looks like the villain life is paying a lot better than the nice life was. So I can't blame her. I'd do it.
And she had a nice apartment opposite Steve, didn't she? She
helped Steve and Bucky and Sam in the Civil War film. She got burnt by it. Had to go on the run. She must think, well, fuck it. Don't worry about it.
And then he went back in time and got with her nan or something, wasn't it?
With her aunt,
so that's annoying. You fancy some guy and he goes back in time to get with your aunt.
It's just
enough to drive anyone crazy, isn't it?
That's what tips her over the boat. She's like,
the aunt was there first. That's what she was saying.
Yeah, I'll be the power broker. So it'd be interesting to see if she is in anything else but that's another thing they got to tie up. Like, is she the power broker? So it's another thing that got tied up in the last episode. So
there'll be a little one scene that just confirms it. I was like,
it'd be like I am the Mandarin scene. I am the power broker. And we're like, we know.
Supposed to be some big reveal, but everybody's already worked it out weeks ago. So lukewarm on this series. I'm really looking forward to Loki though. I don't know if you guys seen the trailers for it. It looks mad. It looks like some like space time thing, and I like those characters. So I feel like it's going to go back to a bit more weird, like WandaVision. So but
then they confirmed as well, didn't they, that the Loki in the TV series isn't Loki. He's a variant. The actual real Loki is dead, and there's
right. Okay. So is he the one who got away with the Arcaract?
He's the one who,
Tesseract,
away, and then him doing that kind of broke the timeline, and that's why the time police are kind of like. But I think there's all going to be different variants. There's a female Loki in it as well, isn't there? So there's all different variants of him. He's a variant of. So it's pretty good. Cool.
No, should be good. Can't wait. Good. Wonder what cameos we're going to get in there. There's start the rumours already.
I'm expecting nothing. I'm just expecting.
Just be.
I reckon Wolverine's going to turn up.
Yeah, Wolverine, Cyclops will be there.
No, because they'd be pretty good. It's going to be someone we don't know. It's going to be like Boomerang Man from DC.
Not to start like like expectations of cameos, but if any series is going to do it, it will probably be this one because it is variants of different timelines. So they could just add a character in there, and it could he just turned up. Yeah, Deadpool would be be one of them. Like.
Yeah.
But anyway, Fear, thanks for watching or listening, whatever you've been doing. So yeah, appreciate you, obviously, everybody watching this week's episode. Until next week. Well, I was going to wait for Brad to come back, and I realised he's not coming back, is he? He's gone. He's gone.
Yeah.
He normally times it perfectly, but he's gone.
It's gone for shit.
Thanks for listening, guys. Until next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.